Welcome back to DreamUnderAChamomileMoon. I hope you're doing well today. If not, I hope the pain eases soon. We'll be trying something new today based on some feedback, so please let me know how you like it. After all, this is for you. Let's get started, shall we? Back to another day on the farm. Another bright, beautiful day. Let's see where we left off. We'll be trying to bring Haley and Eel. We do have to build a scarecrow today. It might be a while before we can build a coop, though. Let's see what the weather is. On Sundays, it's always important to get those new recipes. They'll come in handy later on. And now for the weather. Partially cloudy with a light breeze. Expect lots of pollen. It'll be very pretty, but what we're really hoping for is some rain. And it seems Willie has some new fishing poles. Now these ones, you can add bait, which help you fish a little bit better. But first things first, let's water these plants. They look mighty thirsty. It's important that you water your plants every single day. Otherwise, they might shrivel up. Once we're done here, we'll craft that scarecrow to protect them. We've been very lucky, and birds haven't come to eat our seeds yet. Let's not take that chance. Let's see what we need. Ah, that's right. You do need coal for this, so we probably can't craft one today. But we'll try again another day. The other thing that we need to do, and you'll notice that I tend to save a lot of really random things, and that's because we'll need them for the community center. So if you come to the top right, you'll be able to see what you have left to do. So let's take a look at the spring foraging bundle. It appears the only thing we need left, or the only missing piece, is the wild horseradish. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that as we go about our day. Another really good thing on Sundays is that the woman with the cart is back. So we'll have to go pay her a visit to see if there's anything that she might have to offer. Sometimes you'll be able to find rare items, such as the rare seed that you can only buy from her. Other times, she'll have something you need for the community center that you're having a little bit of a difficulty getting. For example, this coconut. We do need that for the community center, and you can only get this from the area that you go to after the bus is fixed. That's a pretty good price, so we'll pick that up. Let's head back to the farm. and see if we can't find any coal by breaking open some stone. We've got a lot of it down here. You don't really need to worry too much about collecting too many resources. You do go through them rather quickly, especially if you plan on building farm upgrades such as the coop or the barn or a silo, which is especially useful. And there is our piece of coal. But you will go through stone and wood quite quickly. So let's go make our scarecrow. Alright, we need 50 wood and 20 fiber, which we definitely have the fiber. And we do have the wood, so. And there we have it, our very first scarecrow. Now, you do get an achievement for collecting all 8 of these. I won't tell you what it is, but we'll try to do it in this playthrough. Maybe they changed it. Now with the scarecrow, you have an 8x8 grid, so this one scarecrow can cover quite a bit. We'll just take a peek up here to see if we can't find that wild horseradish that we're missing from the community center. Nothing so far, but there are plenty of other places we can check. Let's go say hello to Dr. Harvey. I'm struggling to make ends meet. I don't have enough patience. I'm sorry to hear that, Dr. Harvey. I guess I should try to get patients from the neighboring towns. Although that might be a good thing. It means everybody's healthy. My sister is so weird. Sometimes I wonder if we are actually related. I bet all siblings kind of think that. If we don't have any luck with that wild horseradish down here, the mountains is the next best place to try. There's usually a lot of good foraging items up there that you can pick up. Linus is up here as usual. Someone was throwing rocks at my tent last night. I just had to wait it out. That is sad. I do feel for Linus. Sometimes all anyone ever needs is just a little bit of understanding, to be treated like a human. As for the wild horseradish, it doesn't look like we'll be able to find it today. That's alright. We do have a nice coconut to drop off. So that will be a lovely addition. It's good to take a break from work every now and then. I guess that's kind of difficult when you live on a farm, though. It is difficult, but it is still very important. I hope all of you are taking breaks and taking care of yourselves. After all, you only have one you. It is Lewis's birthday. He did just mention that we had been in the community center. But we will have to try and find something to get him for his birthday. Perhaps we will spend just a little bit of money in the saloon to see if we can't get him a nice birthday dinner. Maybe something simple. Everything is just a little bit on the pricey side today. Perhaps we'll run back home and get him something we foraged. It is very important to give your neighbors a gift on their birthday to increase that friendship level. Ideally, you would like to get them something that they really like. But when you're first starting out, especially for Lewis, it is really difficult. And Caroline says, "Today I'm just going to think positively and relax." That is very good advice. Let's see if we can't find him a birthday gift of the sea. First, take a moment to adjust some of our settings. We did manage to catch a fish. And we still need an eel for Haley. Although we might be running behind on that. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get that today. Let's see if we can't get the sound of the ocean back. There is the sound of the river, though. I'm not sure if he likes sardines. Apparently he does not. Oh, it's for my birthday? Thanks. I apologize, Mayor Lewis. It was the best I could do. I will try to catch an eel one more time. They are very useful in recipes. So even if we don't give one to Haley, it is useful. And I believe also used in the community center. So we will need one anyway. Just spending a little quality time with Willie for some night fishing. Although he'll be going to bed rather shortly. Appears the luck is not on our cards tonight. But that's alright. We'll take the forest route to get back to our farm. So we'll see if we can find a horseradish via that route. There is another small foraging excursion that we can go on by taking that south bridge. If you come all the way down here, you should find some spring onion. Usually, in any case. It appears to not be growing quite yet. Don't worry. The kind man on the television will let you know when it's ready. Sadly, no horseradish. That's all right. Oh, I spoke too soon. We're in luck. A nice horseradish to cap off the night. And that will be our first bundle completed. We'll just kind of clean up our pockets just a little bit. So that way we're ready to go for tomorrow. Let's see what the weather is for tomorrow. It's nice to look out for rainy days because that kind of gives you a little bit of a break. It gives everything on your farm a nice drink. It's a good day to plant seeds as well. Partially cloudy with a light breeze. Expect lots of pollen. We'll see some pollen today, so you'll see what I mean when I say it's very pretty. The spirits feel neutral today. The day is in your hands. And the tip of the day is fences. Fences are useful for keeping weeds at bay and protecting your crops. They also let farmers contain their livestock. Fences break down after a while, but stone, iron, and hardwood fences last a lot longer than basic wood. When we build a coop eventually, we will definitely be building fences. And Clint has come to talk to us. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of your ores, you'll find you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. And we learned how to build a furnace. That will certainly come in handy as we foray into the mines a little bit later. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. I highly recommend upgrading your tools, although the best time for that is, I believe, winter. When you've smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier. And he's gonna head home now. The other reason you'll want to upgrade your tools is that certain stones and logs, such as this one and this one, can only be broken by upgraded tools. So you will need to do that to really clean up your farm or unblock some obstacles. But first, let's give these plants a little bit of water. Make them happy little plants. You can see the pollen in the air, kind of raining down like petals. I know there are many places in the world where they have that. Just raining petals. Now that we've taken care of our farm, we can go ahead and head out. First things first, we'll drop off this wild horseradish to complete that bundle. After that, we'll see if anyone needs any help. As you complete bundles, you'll be given small rewards like this. 30 spring seeds. We'll be able to plant these if we so wish, to get many more leeks, wild horseradish, dandelions, which is very useful for recipes. But at the moment, we've unlocked 2 new spaces where we can complete bundles. Now, the reason I did set aside not only some parsnips, but some fish, is because I knew these bundles were coming up. So here in this spring crops bundle, I knew I needed a parsnip, and I already knew that I needed a green bean and a cauliflower and a potato, which is why I had such a wide variety of seeds at the beginning. And if I come over here, you'll be able to see all the different kinds of fish that we'll need to fill this tank. No worries. There's no need to rush. We can fill that up slowly. It appears somebody needs help today. Need potato for a project I'm working on. Sam. Now, we are growing potatoes, but I am not sure if we'll have one ready within 2 days' time. It doesn't hurt to accept. We can't go back and accept, but we can accept it and see if we can't do it. We might fail, but that's okay. Let's see what else we can get. It seems that potatoes are quite useful. Let's go ahead and get a few more potatoes. After all, who doesn't love potatoes? Good morning, Marnie. I just love animals, Miss Serenity. Treat them kindly and we'll become friends, I'm sure. I do plan on that. And hello, Gus. I'm getting supplies for this loom. Pierre's got the good stuff. Oh, and there's one more thing we need to check. It is nobody's birthday, so we're okay. I think we've gotten just enough energy that we can probably handle planting a few more seeds. We'll add another row down here, just so we can get these started. kind of important to take into account your energy levels. Because if you can't water all of your plants, some of them will inevitably die, at least until you can upgrade to a sprinkler. But we're not rushing or anything. So this is okay. Our tiny little plot is filled with happy plants. That'll work just well. Now I'm going to take one parsnip and let's see what else we can bring to the community center. I do believe we need a mussel and a cockle for the crab pot. The nice part about this game is that you can review what you need to bring to the community center right from your menu, so you don't have to constantly run back and forth. Now, let's take a look at the ocean fish bundle. For that, we need a sardine. And for the river fish bundle, we need a sunfish, both of which I believe we have. Which we do. And I do believe we need a bream. We'll take one of everything. We can always bring it back if we don't need it. Let's see how many slots we can fill. I don't believe we'll be able to complete another bundle, but well, we're well on our way, and that's good. Here's where the sunfish goes. The sardine will go in the ocean fish. Now the carp, I believe, goes under lake. And there we go. And the bream is a night fish. As you can see, there's the eel. We do need to catch one, but we'll have to keep trying at night. And last but not least, the crab pot bundle, where we'll place all the shellfish we find. One last stop, up at the pantry, where we'll put down our parsnip in the spring crops bundle. And look at that, we managed to clear out our whole inventory. What a lovely day. Let's go say hi to Abigail. Oh, hey, taking a break from work? It is important. Let's see if we can't catch some fish. Oh, and we found a clamshell. How fortunate. That will also go towards the community center. The crab pot bundle requires up to 5 different kinds of fish, so we're very lucky to have found that. And here, we can kind of see some bubbles. So let's see what we can fish out of there. we caught a flounder. Not necessary for anything, but a nice way to make a little money. If you play any Animal Crossing, think of the community center as like Blathers. Sort of accepting everything you find. Or in this case, grow. Quite a few sardines today. We'll have to save a little bit of energy for nighttime fishing to see if we can't catch that eel. If not, that's alright. We can always try another day. Let's see, one more fish, and then we'll go sell them to Willie. All right. Maybe, just maybe, after this, we'll be able to get a backpack. That would be nice. Be able to carry just a little more. I'm kind of new to this town myself, but I feel really at home. I do too, Elliot. I do too. I moved here only a year before you. I wonder where he lived before. If it was the same city, or if he came from some far-off place. Hello, Penny. Oh, did you want something? I guess she's still a little bit shy. Whenever I'm struggling with a technical problem, I always take a walk. That's good advice for any sort of problem, really. If you're struggling with something with work, mentally, emotionally, a nice walk is often just the reset you need. You get a little bit of sunshine, fresh air. You get your body moving. And overall, it helps you just feel a little bit better. Let's drop off this clamshell into the crab pot bundle and we'll head back down to the ocean for a little bit of night fishing. What sort of music do you listen to when you relax? Is there a specific song that really puts your mind at ease? I know for myself, Vigil's theme from Mass Effect 1 will always just calm me right down. I know it's different types of music for different people. As you can see, there is a treasure chest up here, but we have to be quick about it. Otherwise, we'll lose the fish. And the treasure with it. But let's see what we got. We did manage to get both. We got some bait. We do not have the right type of fishing pole for that just yet. But we'll upgrade soon. And that's where you'll be able to use the bait. I think we'll spend the rest of the night fishing as long as our energy holds up. It is a nice peaceful night. Just the glow of the ocean, flower petals drifting across the horizon. It's very peaceful. I know when I first started playing Stardew Valley, fishing was one of the hardest tasks to do. So if you're struggling with it in the game, I know it can be difficult, but keep at it. You'll get better over time. And now there is a training rod that you can get to make it just a little less tedious. To kind of help give you, to help you get the hang of things. And the more you fish, your bar will get bigger, and so it'll just get easier. And you'll get better at it too. Now we did manage to pick up an aquamarine, so tomorrow we'll have to drop that off with Gunther at the museum. And as soon as I catch this fish, I'll show you how I know that we have to give it to him. So if I hover over this here, anything that has not yet been donated will tell you. Gunther can tell you more about this if you donate it to the museum. Had we already donated an aquamarine, this would tell us a small fact about it that we would be able to use. We'll give it a couple more tries, but we really should be heading back to the farm soon. It's getting late. And we don't want to fall asleep out here. Alright, let's head back. Our pockets are full anyhow. We can't carry much more, even if we caught what we wanted. But we did manage to get a lovely little haul of fish. I think we did good today. Which, as long as you're trying your best, every day is a good day. No matter how much or how little you did. And I'm proud of you for the things that you were able to accomplish today. I hope you are proud of yourself too. And look at that. All that working towards fishing really paid off. Let's see what our weather is for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. I don't doubt that it'll be beautiful. Although we could use a little rain. And the spirits feel neutral. Let's see what our mailbox holds. Dear Farmer Serenity, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter, Robin. I do like Robin a whole lot, and I do recommend getting a kitchen upgrade. It is definitely worth it. Unfortunately, we're a little bit of a ways off. We've got a lot of material to gather and a lot of funds to build up. One of these days, we'll have to make sure to take some trips into the mines, so that way we can start collecting a little more materials that we need. We'll save up all these parsnips so we can make the trip inside and really gather materials without losing too much energy. But first, let's plant some more potatoes. We managed to gather one whole dandelion, or I'm sorry, daffodil. That'll make a nice present for someone. It's Vincent's birthday tomorrow. We'll have to think about what to get him. But first, let's head over to the museum. And another daffodil. It's been a good foraging day. There we go. We've been able to contribute to the museum. It's about 9 a.m., so let's see what we can't find. This is about the time that most people are awake. Most things are open. I believe the saloon is the exception to that, though. Good morning, Pierre. Sometimes I get new items in stock, so make sure to stop by every so often. I'll be sure. Let's see. Now, we can't afford this backpack upgrade. It won't leave us with much money, but I believe it's worth it. This will help us really be able to collect items and forage a little bit better. Since we've done everything that we've set out to do, I suppose now's a good time as any to go down into the mines. So let's make a trip back to the farm to drop off anything we don't need and pick up our pickaxe, because we will need that. And we'll bring some parsnips, just in case. They're not a lot of energy, but every little bit counts. I'll have to remember that leek on the way back. Ordinarily I would pick it up, but inventory is a little bit tight right now. I want to save as much room as possible for the mines. Let's go say hello to this new character. I was just peering down into this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still there. There's probably good ore down there, but a dark place undisturbed for so long. I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Probably not. Here, take this. You might need it. Would you say it's dangerous to go alone? A rusty sword. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. Alright. I'm just going to swap these things around real quick. Let's head down and see what we can't find. Now, it may look like I'm going to be getting a lot of stone, but the reality is I will use all of it at some point or another. When you're breaking open rocks, what you're looking for is this ladder here, so that way you can go down another level deeper. As you go deeper, you'll find better items, but you will encounter things like this. Dangerous enemies. So you'll have to be careful. Now, oh, did you see that? There is something disguised as a rock coming for us. You can only attack it when it's moving. If it's very still, it does nothing. That one is a little bit tricky, especially if you weren't expecting it. Now, these big rocks you can break in the mine with this pickaxe, but up above on your farm, you will not. You'll have to upgrade to break it up there. But we're in luck. This is another gem. We'll have to bring it to Marlin, but it is a good find. And that is another one. It's being guarded right now, but we managed to nab it. Besides, part of our little initiation is reaching level 5. So we'll have to keep pressing on. And there's the stairs. This is sort of an ore vein. You can see that we got a good little bit of ore from that, so you'll want to try to go for those whenever possible. Same with those barrels and boxes. They usually contain something good. Let's see what else we can find. It's a little bit dangerous. There we go. Now we can try to find the way down. We've gathered everything of value that we can see right away. There's obviously some ore hidden inside the rocks, but for the most part, you'll be able to tell at a glance where the best stuff is. Oh, we found a geode. The local blacksmith can break it open for you. Who knows what might be hidden inside? Geodes are worth a lot. You do have to pay Clint to break them open, but you can get a lot of really good finds from them. Let's head down. Another good ore vein. As you can see, our energy is getting a little bit low, so we'll eat a parsnip or two, get that raised back up so we can keep going. I definitely recommend getting at least to level 5 the first time you go down. it will make exploring much easier, and I can show you why once we get there. I found another quartz. Those come in handy as well. Not a lot of ore in this tunnel, so let's head down. Now this is the elevator. It stops every 5 levels. So if you're exploring the mines, I highly recommend that you try to aim to stop at the 5th level or so. Another one of these crabs. And we got a cherry bomb. Bombs are useful for a lot of mining really quickly without using any of your precious energy. So say I wanted to break up this group of rocks. I would just place this here and walk away. And then suddenly we have a whole bunch of rocks or ore ripe for the taking. Now unfortunately, because we're still such a low level, we don't have much energy left, and I don't think we'll make it down another 5 levels, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave. But overall, it was a really good expedition. We got a couple of gems that we can take to Gunther at the museum. We got some good resources that we can use for building later on. Everything we have will come in handy. I can hear the crackle from Linus's fire. Let's take a listen. Depending on where you are, this might be something that you're listening to at home right now. But there's nothing quite like the crackle of a fire in the middle of winter. Let's head back to the farm. We have a lot to put away. And as promised, picking up that leek I left behind earlier. Every little bit counts. Let's see. We made quite a bit of progress. Let's keep the geodes with us. And we'll keep the gems that we have to take to Gunther. So that way we remember what we hope to do the next time we sign on. Good night, Chamomile. Good night, Lullaby Farm. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. It's been wonderful having you here. I hope you've enjoyed this. And I hope you feel a little more at peace, a little more restful. Sleep well, sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time.